Hey, good afternoon, good evening, guys. This is Let's Talk Sports World Cup round round three. And we got Matty back. How you doing, Matty?
I'm good, mate. I am very, very good. How are you?
Doing well, really good. Starting to, as just said just before we jumped on, really starting to get into it now. We've in early stages, we're a bit like World Cup, it's November. Obviously, England doing well has helped, but yeah, some of the games that have just gone through in the last round have just been stonking games, haven't they? Absolutely incredible games that have sparked the interest, I think.
I think that's been what's weird, right? I think is obviously with like the timing of the World Cup, it's kind of thrown everyone off, and I was very like, no, I'm not going to get stuck into this, but like World Cup football does what World Cup football does, and just like the storylines, the teams that have come out of nowhere, like the ridiculous wins, the ridiculous losses, like it's just
what was it, 3-2 yesterday? Was it? Crazy game
into my veins, yeah.
Yeah, just give me all of that. Give me all of that shot. Give me all of those sort of
Cameroon, Serbia 3-3, South Korea, Ghana 3-2. Oh my god,
we did really well. We did look at how well we did on our predictions in round two. There's not a lot of green in there.
Good lord, that's not ideal. I won't lie.
We did not see some of those results coming.
Deary me. Yeah, but that's how you know it's good. Like, I'm not saying that we're like the smartest football people in the world. But
good job you're not saying that.
No, you'd be worried, wouldn't you, for the standard of journalism.
Standard of punditry. If it was me and you,
peak football punditry, you would be scared. But
yeah, it's not a good second round, that one, was it?
No, not good.
We got nowhere close there.
We move on. It can only get better from there, surely.
It can't get any worse. But I mean, there were some shock results in there. I think England drawing against the USA. I don't think we had that as a draw. The 3-3, as you say, between Serbia and Cameroon, who nobody saw that one coming.
God, no.
And then you got, what was it, South Korea, Ghana. That was another mental one. And then certainly didn't see Japan losing to Costa Rica. After Costa Rica get thumped 7-0 by Spain, they turned around and beat Japan, who just beat Germany. It's like, what?
Yeah.
How? Hello. And then Belgium failed to materialise at a World Cup again and lose to Morocco.
Yeah, that was an outrageous one. I think the other one that I was also very surprised in was Germany getting the draw against Spain. I think with what you'd seen with match day one from the two teams, that could have got pretty ugly.
Pretty quickly for Germany. I thought that was the Germans going to be eliminated.
Good recovery for Germany, to be fair. That obviously leaves a lot for them going into their last game, but still to escape that with a draw. I think if you'd have asked any German fan pre that game, they would have taken a point very happily.
Absolutely. If you think about it, so I mean, on that, I'm trying to think, that group's got Spain on 4 points, Japan on 3, Costa Rica on 3, and Germany on.
Oh, crikey. So can Germany even still who are they playing? Costa Rica.
So Germany now have 1 point.
Spain beat Japan.
Germany beat Costa Rica.
And I'm assuming there's going to have to be some scoring way of working out. Yeah, it's tasty.
There's the boy.
There's the man. There he is.
Don't live without me. What is wrong with you guys?
Where are you?
Where are you? Where's the link?
There's the link. The link's been over there for 10 minutes.
Bull crap.
Look, as regular Let's Talk Sports viewers will see, this is a very organised show we're running.
Organised and professional.
We are OAPs. We're organised and professional. Thank you very much.
Okay. We'll take that. We haven't even got it.
Matty, I love the shirt.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Is that a doctor's shirt?
I don't know. Is it?
Is that a Rossi shirt? It just looks like the colours of the, looks like the doctors.
Yeah. Oh no, I wish this is just some stupid thing. But actually, in unrelated other sports stuff, I won't get them down. But I completed my collection of ridiculous F1 energy drinks. I have the Red Bull Championship one and the 2 Lewis Hamilton ones.
We can't see it. We can't see it.
Okay. Wait. When you say you have the final, you don't have a bottle of the rich energy, do you?
I do.
Anybody's.
I do.
No,
that's
I don't think anybody does.
Wow, how nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
Wait,
He loves energy drinks, ladies
He
and gentlemen.
does.
I
Well,
do.
does
A
he?
little
Yeah,
Max
there's a
Verstappen Red Bull.
To,
There he
to
is. my man.
24,000 people. We love
Love.
energy.
We love energy drinks. Don't
Energy drinks. Other energy drinks are available. Places. It's like,
I love that.
yeah, we like to see that.
Guys,
Right,
can I rant for like 5 seconds real quick, and then
Yeah,
you
man.
can stop me?
I mean, that's all
Listen.
we're doing anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Listen. I'm happy for England. England, props.
Yep.
Props for England. USA, man, dude. Iran, dude. What are they? They piss me off a lot, like just in general. But like Iran, just that they flopped so much, and not only do they flop so much, like USA. USA just doesn't do well when it comes to certain situations. But Pulisic, that was a great goal. His hustle to get to that ball, to get to that goal. Great job by Dest. Great job by McKenzie. It's great. I'm happy Iran is done. Wales is done. I'm guessing that's very good for you guys because you won first. So, hey, best of luck on the next round. It's going to be very interesting. I'm happy Iran is done.
Yeah, I feel sorry for. To be honest, I think the result of last round, the Croatia Canada, was harsh because Canada were all out, and I felt sorry for them because they should have got the result against Belgium. They really should have been doing better, and plucky and all that sort of stuff. But 4-1 is harsh. But there's been as we were just talking just before we jumped on, we were talking about some of the crazy shocks of the previous round. The 3-3 draw nobody saw coming. We certainly didn't see Costa Rica getting back after a 7-0 thumping and beating Japan. It's we were then. It was just some crazy results. Morocco, literally turning Belgium inside out and crazy madness. So I mean, it's all on. The good thing is, I suppose, the majority of the rounds and the majority of the groups still have something to play for going into the final set of games. Usually sometimes you get to World Cups and you're like, no, it's all done and dusted. It's kind of like the second team has come out for the two, last games. I don't think you can do that. I think we were literally just about to talk about the last game that Germany have, and we were trying to work out the connotations of anybody in that group can still go through because that. It's like Spain have only got 4 points. Japan have got 3, Costa Rica have 3, Germany only have 1.
Okay.
So it's like, if Germany beat Costa Rica, they end up with 4, which means Costa Rica aren't in. But if Japan and Spain get a draw, then Japan and Spain go through because Japan beat Germany.
There's a lot of
there's a lot of scenarios. Just like for this game, if Iran won, then they take the group. But if USA but if Wales won,
and then USA had to win by plus something.
Right.
So
you love that with the World Cup because sometimes it gets to the stage it's like you need to win, but you also need to win by 7. And
exactly.
It's like
Champions League football.
Or it's like when you like last day of the season and there's like a team
aggregate
fighting relegation or something, and then a goal goes in and it's like, right, this is the table now, and you're like, whoa! It's I love stuff like this, man. I love it.
Yo, my sister's been arguing with me a lot today about like, man, men's soccer is so dumb. All they do is flop and stuff. They need to put in a rule. I'm like, okay, first off, we've come a long way. Okay, Okay, yes, there's stuff like that does happen. But it's like women's football it's not up to the thing what men's are, right? So it's just like also USA and Iran. That's not a good game. Like I mean,
you wouldn't put that up there as one of the highlight sort of real games.
Exactly. The real games in the other leagues, they are cracking more down on that, and it's very more fun to watch. World Cup, it's kind of like in the Euros, anything goes, right?
There's going to be the occasional trash fire of a game, right?
Exactly.
And what I have thought that you often get it in World Cups and big competitions, World Cup, Euros, and stuff like that. That the players, because it's often a time where the referees are of a varying level.
Yes, right? They have to control the game. If you don't control the game, then it's going to get out of control.
It gets away from some of these inexperienced officials
Teams.
very quickly. Teams go, oh, this guy's from one of the Philippines or
Exactly.
something, who doesn't referee big games all the time,
Yeah,
gets a big game at the World Cup, and then can get away from them. So they
exactly.
flop and roll and start to see, oh, look, if we roll around, he gives us a free kick, and then they'll do it more and more.
And that's why I've given Serie A and Premier League in Germany and Spain like more credit, because they actually have good refs that actually control the game a lot better. But when the Euros and World Cup rolls around, or CONCACAF, or the Asia games, it's just like you got to kind of bring in people. You got to they just bring in people sometimes off the street. I'm not saying that's what they do, but it's like they just don't know how to control the setting really well.
Yeah, the standard of refereeing for international games does seem like exceptionally low. Like,
it's very low.
Like,
Very low.
with like living so close to Wycombe Wanderers, I go and watch like League One football, and like there's some terrible refereeing that goes on there.
Yes,
But I guess in like a game of that standard, you not like expect to be like, okay, well, like sure, whatever. But when it comes to like literally one of the biggest sporting spectacles in the world, like for refereeing to sometimes be as bad as it is like, that's embarrassing. Like, oh geez, what are we
It's
doing?
embarrassing for FIFA, right? It's FIFA's showpiece thing, and then they kind of think, well, inclusive, we'll get referees who only do, as you say, Sunday League football or League Two football or something. And you're like, do you even know what offside is? Do you even know if that's a free kick or a foul yet?
Right.
Why are you 30 yards behind the play because you can't keep up because you're so unfit and stuff like that? So it's interesting. But it's kind of the fun and games of what the World Cup brings, isn't it? It goes
exactly.
It brings you these teams out of nowhere that nobody expects to be doing anything. Plus,
Yeah.
brings you,
the talent
officials.
and the teams get better. The talent and the teams get better, but the reffing and the VAR continues to go down. But the VAR is good. I love that they put the VAR in. I love that. But the refereeing, they need to get together with the refereeing.
Oh, big time.
Well,
big time.
I mean, we've had VAR in Premier League now for 2 seasons.
We've had it for 3.
Feels like much longer than that.
It feels like
longer.
5, honestly. It feels like more.
Feels
than
like
that.
longer, but and it's still working out the kinks and it's still working out the nuances, and that's in every game, every week.
But it's much needed.
This is kind of
it's much needed.
There are some shockers.
For sure.
That have now been called on, but there's also still some shockers that even with VAR, you kind of go, you still gave that, or you
exactly.
How have we got to that decision?
Right, right. I agree.
Even, I mean, I think there was one today, was it, or yesterday, like the handball that was given or something. It was like, it was like here. It was, how could you? What are you supposed to do? Cut his hand off and then get his hand up.
Yeah.
But
this is why we talk about this stuff, and you're knowledgeable. But if you're like my sister, no.
So that makes no sense.
Right.
All right. So early doors, obviously slightly behind the time because, as we just mentioned, we're one game into round 3 or one round of games.
Yeah.
I took a punt at this one earlier. I got this one wrong. Thought Ecuador would beat Senegal.
You did.
Hey, you got it.
It's okay, mate. It's all right.
It's all right.
It was the other
You're
one.
Good. You're good. It's okay.
We were doing okay. It was, I said 2-1 and it ended up 1-2.
I'm seeing the other 2 results have gone well. Or
They've
the
gone
other 3
pretty
results
well,
have gone well, rather.
I went 2-0 Netherlands. They got 3. So,
Oh, that's close.
It's pretty close. And then I had the USA winning against Iran. I did think Iran would get a goal, but 2-1, 1-2.
That's fair. This is a fair score.
Yeah, it's a fair score. And hey, can't get much better than that.
This is why he's paid the big
bucks,
gentlemen.
This is why. This is why they gave me the hosting. Yeah, managed to get one right. We'll just ignore how much red was in last round, right? We just
that was last round. That's gone. It's gone. Don't talk about it.
It's always looking forward. Always looking forward.
Right.
Always looking. Big game here. What do we reckon? Australia versus Denmark. Now, Denmark desperately need a win.
Oh, big time.
Oh,
big time.
Denmark
to get to
they're a good team. They're both good teams, and I think Denmark is just going to want it more. They literally have a lot to lose. Australia, they're just getting in their feet of what a team they could be, and they have young talent. But Denmark's running out of time a little bit here. So.
Yeah, I mean this is it or bust for Denmark, isn't it? I mean Australia, they've got their first win.
It's like Poland. It's like Poland too.
Yeah. So who are we leaning towards?
I feel like Denmark need it. I just don't know if it's if it's going to happen. I kind of feel like I'm just getting that feeling, I guess, almost like with Canada, and that it just feels like it's just not going to happen. Like, I don't know
not
why,
quite put it
like,
together.
The sum of those parts of that Denmark team is a fantastic football team, but it just doesn't feel like it's going to happen. I can see this being like a draw, or maybe Australia kind of like grinding out that result and just kind of frustrating Denmark.
I can say, and that's enough for Australia, I should think. They'll get through with 4 points.
You'd imagine so, yeah. You'd be unlucky not to get through with 4.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Although I don't know with France, I mean, they may put out there.
But Australia can be one of those teams like, okay, like, oh, we're going to show the world. Like USA. They showed the world today that they're kind of legit. So it's like Australia. You could go into that, but like that. But Denmark is more the team that has a lot to lose.
Yeah, big time.
So we're going to lean slightly.
I'm going to lean more Denmark. I think they're going to put their bodies and everything into it.
I mean, why not? They need to win, right? Like you'd imagine they're going to go out guns blazing for this, right?
Yeah, because you think Australia, they've finally got their goal. They've finally got their win at the World Cup.
Right.
Maybe they've peaked in the middle game, and it's one game too far after that because as you said, Denmark desperately need it. But I don't know.
I also feel like maybe this. Even if they, if Australia do end this tournament with like just the singular win under their belts, I think you could probably say they would probably still class that as success, right? Like they're in a tough group. Yeah. Like not that any World Cup group is easy, but like
for sure.
They've come to the tournament. They've made a statement. They've got a win in a tough group. Like I think when you're a team like Australia, it's probably a lot of what you can ask for, right?
They probably looked at this group and thought France, Denmark, likely to be 1-2 in a group. If we can beat Tunisia. And that's that. As you said, that would be the success. And that's what they've done. They're in it. They have a chance. They hold Denmark to a draw. Then that's
a good position for them to be like come match day 3. That's a good position for them.
Exactly.
No, but we're gonna slightly lean towards the Danes just because of that. I think they're a little stronger in depth, but they just need to turn up, don't they? They just need to turn up.
I have no issues with this result.
Me too. This is just going to be embarrassing now. I mean, France have just come apart.
Different class, haven't they? Sometimes I just wonder which France will turn up. Will they keep Mbappe on? Will they have Giroud, or will they kind of give everybody else a run because it's done, dusted? And
I think they're going to be conservative here. I really do think they're going to play more of their bench. They can't afford to get any more injuries. There's already been a lot of injuries in this World Cup. I think they're going to be more conservative here.
Yeah, that was going to be like my point. Is like, I mean, like I said at the beginning, I am still like worried for France. I feel like they're going to be one of those teams. Maybe like the only example I can think of. I know it's a different sport, but like the Packers in the NFL last season, regular season, group stage, absolutely cruised it, and then they'll come to their first knockout game and they'll proper like banana skin it, or their injuries will finally catch up with them. So I can see them like cruising this one, but I feel like I still just have some like niggling doubt about this France team. Like they just have so many injuries, man.
So and that's the thing. You've got to think they'll wrap everybody in cotton wool that they'll need for the last 16. So it might not be as one-sided as this. But it's still, to be honest, even France's second team should be strong enough to beat.
I'd back them to get the job done. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a biggie. This is huge.
This is the game that I picked this week that's going to come really, really close. This is like my top 3 because Poland, man, they have a good team. It's just Argentina's got more to lose here because they could win this whole damn thing. And Argentina already lost, and they lost and tied, right? Or they won and tied.
No, they lost.
They won the second.
They won the last game against
Mexico.
Mexico.
Was it
They beat Mexico 2-0, but they lost to Saudi Arabia. So
that's
at the moment, Poland could happily take a draw here.
Yeah,
and know that they've got more points than Argentina, so they're through.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I say 1-1. This is going to be tight.
Oh, he's going for a draw.
Well, it's just Argentina sometimes doesn't show up.
That's fair. Yeah,
and Poland sometimes shows up and doesn't show up. But I think Poland, it's going to be tight. I think it's 1-1. What do you think, Groovy? What do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, I had it down with, as you say, Argentina have that much more to lose. They know they need to win. Poland are kind of the don't need to win, mentality-wise. You're like,
okay,
a draw's enough for us. So, you know,
Okay.
they might not be so gun-ho for it, you know. I mean, if Argentina
Makes
go
sense.
2-up,
Makes sense.
they might need to think, depending on what happens in the other group and the other game, and obviously, because, you know, Poland with 4 points, even if they lose, they might still be okay. They might be able to take a loss and go through because, and you know,
That's true too.
Saudi Arabia, if they don't turn up against Mexico, Poland have the, you know, the head-to-head because they just beat Saudi. So even if Saudi Arabia get a draw in the other game, Poland still go through because of their head-to-head count. So
That's
they
true.
have less to kind of worry them. They don't have to go out and get 3 points. Argentina
and
don't
Saudi
have that.
Arabia, yeah, they're going to be fighting.
They have to go because if Argentina don't win this, they're on 3 points, and Saudi Arabia have head-to-head against them, so they're out. It's as simple as that for Argentina. So
True, and Saudi too.
I don't know if this is just pure romanticism on my side. Probably is, but I feel like this is going to be one of those games where like Poland are going to go 1-0 up early doors, and they'll try and shut up shop. And I'm almost kind of hoping, but I just really want like a you know, Messi to just put Argentina on his back and just pull out some ridiculous masterclass, and they'll just edge it. I'm willing to stick with the 2-1, but yeah, I think this is going to be hot. Like I feel like if Poland really want to dig their heels in, I think they could make this very difficult for a slightly misfiring Argentina team.
I think, as you say, if Poland get like an early corner and Lewandowski gets his head on a cross or something and then go, right, okay, come at us. And then, you know, 85 minutes in, Messi goes, right.
No, we're doing this.
My turn.
But here's the thing, though. If Poland loses, though, like an Argentina and Saudi win, Poland's out.
Oh, Poland are out, of course, yeah.
So it's a lot on the line here still. Like I think
because Mexico have not been good.
No, they only got 1 point. So it's just not. Poland need to win. If Argentina and Saudi win, Poland are out.
It's going to be one of those, isn't it? You know, hear about it where the guys on the Poland bench are watching their phones because they're watching the other game, going, guys. It's going to be one of those. You imagine Saudi score in the 89th minute and Poland are like, we're okay.
Oh my God, I know.
Like, ooh. And I suppose that's the joy and the fact that all the groups are kicking off at the same time. You know,
exactly.
Like the groups are doing it the right sort of way. Not, Poland, Argentina, you play now, and Saudi, Mexico, you play afterwards because. You know, I think we've had that in the past in certain World Cups where teams knew exactly what was required, and I think it was Italy, Argentina played out the most boring 0-0 draw or something. Because they knew they had a point was good enough for both, and it was like, So at least they've done away with that. But I'm gonna fade. Maybe it's romanticism. Maybe it is the Messi thing. Maybe it's because it's Argentina. I just think they need to win it more than Poland. So
I mean, I'm still going to park myself semi on the fence here because this could go either way, right? Like
it could go either way.
Like I said, if Poland get that early goal and just want to dig their heels in and really, I mean, ruin what should have been like a fairy tale tournament for Argentina, like they could easily do it. This isn't like a foregone conclusion at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Saudi, Mexico.
Saudi's
gonna. Oh, you got a draw here? Okay. Hey, I mean, I think Saudi's gonna win 2-1, but I think Mexico. I mean, they got nothing to lose here, so they
might eventually turn up.
Yeah,
right?
They might eventually turn up. Exactly.
Yeah, I've been so disappointed with them this tournament. I agree. Really thought they were gonna show up to this, but they have really disappointed.
I mean, they got a legendary goalkeeper.
The only reason they have a point is the legendary goalkeeper. I mean, nothing else has happened for them. I mean, I could easily just change this. I could quite easily see Saudi going 2-1 up. And
I think Saudi will get this done. To be honest, I think the chance to make it to like the knockout stages for a team like Saudi Arabia would be huge. And like, I just think based on everything I've seen from Mexico so far, I don't see why I would assume they would turn up to this game. You watch them win like 5-0 now, but like right now
you can't see it.
It doesn't feel
it's going to be a home game. It's going to be a home game for the Saudis as well. They're going to
big time.
They're going to bring everybody. That is going to be a green stadium. I know Mexico are here in the green shirt, but there's going to be a lot of Saudi fans who are just going to come across and go right because. Sure, I don't know. I mean, I'm easily swayed. I can quite easily see Saudi taking this, which then makes that previous game, if Argentina do win, Saudi knocked Poland out, which
Yeah.
I mean, what
they both go in.
what a
Yeah.
madness that would be. That's
that
insane.
storyline would be huge.
I
wouldn't
know.
it? You know,
I
that's
know.
what happens. You win your first game, isn't it? You win your first
It's
game.
crazy how that gets switched just like that, man.
That's why we love it, man. That's why we love it. Canada.
why we love
Oh, my babies.
I'm giving
man.
Canada a win here. I just for sheer romance. They
Ugh.
deserve it. They got their goal. They went up too soon, probably, because it kind of made Croatia kind of sit up and take notice.
Yeah.
But I just hope. I just want them to get a win. That's
too.
really what this
Me
is.
too.
This is just. I want Canada to come out of this with a win.
Yeah.
I don't think 4-1 in the last round was fair. I think they should have beaten Belgium. You just give them a win. It's not going to. I mean, they're out now. They've got. You know, they can't go through no matter what.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I think in their group they can't.
I was going to say.
Well, Belgium's got 3 points. Morocco's got 4. Croatia's got 4. Canada's got none.
Yeah.
So Belgium could possibly still be in this a little. What do you think? Do you think? Because, Croatia and Morocco only have 4.
So, but yeah, so it's between Croatia, Belgium, Morocco. I don't see
Canada's done.
Canada are done.
Yeah.
Even if they get 3 here, they need. Well, it doesn't matter. If Belgium win the other one, then they have 6 and Croatia have 4.
Right.
I feel Canada this tournament have kind of become what Leicester became to the Premier League that season. Right? I feel like everyone is behind this Canada team because they have lost 2.
Me too.
And it's so it's so painful for them, man. I'm so gutted for them. So
me too.
I'm willing to get caught up in the romance. Let's go Canada.
I mean, I can totally get it. We'd probably end up being 3-0 Morocco, but I just want it to be 2-1.
That's what I
Canada.
think is going to happen.
It's kind of you kind of want it to be. And
I agree.
And this is a pure emotional thing. So
go for it,
100%.
Stick your neck.
The Canads get a 3 points to sign.
100%.
Sign off, go home, want to win. Why not? Because they have been the plucky underdogs, and I think they have got a lot of new fans because of the way they've come and approached this.
Stick 100%. Your neck out. Predict Australia will beat France. Make yourself look silly. Go for it.
Nobody will hold receipts. Nobody will hold receipts.
I'll just get my fish and chips.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a draw. I've got the
No, this is
This needs a result, right? This needs a better result. I mean, this is a good enough result for Croatia. Croatia would happily take this.
Oh God, yeah.
They'd be like, "Thank you very much." On to the next round.
I think Croatia's going to win this. Belgium have just not turned up. They're one of the most disappointing stories, in my opinion.
I 100% agree. To be fair,
but I just don't think because they haven't shown up. I think that's why Croatia's going to win or tie.
I don't understand all the negativity that's coming out of Belgium at the moment. Was it the interview with Kevin De Bruyne when he was like, "No, we can't win. We're too old." And I was just thinking, what is going on?
That's not what De Bruyne should be doing with Manchester City either. So, what is he saying or doing over there?
This is my point, right? We're talking about potentially, arguably, the best midfielder in the Premier League. Period. Yeah. And he stood there saying they can't win because they're too old. I was like, yeah, sure. I guess that golden generation is maybe getting towards the latter stages, right? But my God, this team on paper is ridiculous.
This team should have strolled this group with barely getting out of second or third gear. Even if they're an aging golden generation, they should still have easily. Maybe this would have been their toughest game of the group.
Yeah, this would be the game you'd look at and be like, okay, well, maybe that's going to be like a test for them, but they would have already won their last game, so it wouldn't matter.
They should have already have 6 points by now, and therefore this game would have been a dead rubber, but it's not worked out that way.
Do you think Lukaku, if he was healthy, do you think this would have been a changed Belgium?
If he was healthy and in form, he's not even been in form since.
No, he hasn't.
That's what I mean. I think that might change it, but I don't see it being like an earth-shatteringly big change. They just haven't. I don't know. They've just.
It's quite odd that they although if we rewind back to the first time in the first show, we did mention that Belgium are one of those flatter to deceive. They could turn up and blow the doors off of everybody.
True,
or
we did.
Very true.
They could turn up and be
did.
And it seems like the second one has turned up.
I just if they fizzle out of this World Cup and do end up losing to Croatia, which could happen. Like Croatia are a good football team. Then I would have to agree with Jet. I think that would probably be the disappointment of the tournament. I think if this Belgium team
didn't make the knockouts,
proverbially shits the bed, then that would be
everyone's fired, including Henry. Henry's fired too. They're all fired.
Clean sweep. Everyone's out.
Clean everybody out.
Everybody out.
Doing a Juventus, cleaning house. Get out.
Top to bottom. Get rid of everybody. Start with the kids again or whatever else. Because
and
obviously everyone's too old. Yeah.
For our viewers, it's football. It's not soccer. Stop with this crap. It's football.
It's football.
My man. My God.
Everyone all my friends and all my crap, because I'm in the USA, I get it, but like it's football. It's football.
My man.
And that's what we like to hear.
Exactly.
So that is that round done. Now this one is.
Then we got the Croatia.
Then we got this is crazy, right?
This is a lot more tasty than it should be.
Dude,
this
shouldn't even be anything.
Germany, right?
This shouldn't be anything. But now that more's on the line, it's like
this is mental. This game was incredible, right? Because this is the game that you think this Germany will put out their third string or whatever else because they'll be in and done. And Costa Rica, I mean, come on, after the 7-0 thumping they took, this game is nothing. And now it's like Germany must win this one and hope. And even if they win this, I think they're still in the hope for the other guys to
I'll
help
look it
them
up
out,
for you
right?
guys. I'll look up for you guys.
It's probably still going to be dependent on the Japan-Spain.
Yeah, well,
because Spain have got 4 points, right? Japan have got 3.
Oh, so Spain,
Costa Rica have got 3.
What are we looking at? Germany? Okay, so you got 4. Spain's got 4. Japan's got 3. Costa Rica's got 3. Germany's got 1.
So Germany have got to win and Japan have got to lose is basically what's happening.
Yeah. For Germany to go through, they need to beat Costa Rica and hope that Spain actually try and beat Japan. I
feel like if Germany are going to do anything this
go
tournament,
Japan.
or don't go Spain because
that's true. Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, the Spain know that if they don't beat Japan and they don't lose to Japan, Germany
could potentially knock out a good team to run into later down the line.
Down the line, a draw for Spain, they win the group, and it gets rid of Germany. I mean, it's very tactical. You don't imagine that any team would be thinking this way, apart from all 3 of us. And
it just goes to show you that Germany cleaned house way too soon. Their coach, their all their coaches, their management, and they got great players. As the players is not the issue. It's coaching. And
that squad is stacked.
They have been one of the most disappointing teams to watch, not only to like result wise, but this team is way too good to be like that. Canada should be here too. Like it's just disappointing.
Yeah.
I feel like this almost needs to be like I think if Germany are actually going to do anything in this tournament, like not just, let's say they win this game, escape and just get knocked out straight away. I feel like if Germany are going to do anything, this almost needs to be that like statement win, right? You know, you've got teams like Germany.
We're still here kind of thing. We're still here.
Yeah, I think it needs to be, maybe not to the extent, but it needs to be something along the lines of what Spain did to this very same team, right? This is a team that clearly can be beaten, and this is a Germany team that very much needs a win. Like I think if they're serious about this tournament, this needs to not just be a win. I think it will be something like this. I don't think they're going to blow the doors off, but I feel like they almost need to kind of prove that, like, we are here.
If they're in the mix with Spain and all those sort of big European teams and Brazil or whatever else, Spain thumped Costa Rica 7-0. Germany have to get at least 4.
Even England scored 6 goals in a game. Like, come on, Germany, this needs to be you. This needs to
be you coming out and doing what you did to Brazil the last time round. Or it needs to be one of those types of things. If it's not, and even if they get the win and it all goes right, and they do get through, if it's not a statement, if it's not a marker of we're here for this World Cup, we are here.
Right.
It's not nobody in a round of the last 16. Nobody's going to fear the German team. Whereas normally, what would happen is Germany would get a win, 2 draws, and everyone would be like, "Watch out for the Germans." Tournament football. This team as you say, it's just a bit disjointed. The coaching's not quite there. They're not quite as a unit. So yeah, really interesting. Really interesting.
Agreed.
But I think that's a lot of what knockout football is, right? Like
Right.
a lot of it is like not just, oh God, they're a good team. It's like, okay, well, if they're a good team but they've been playing terribly, right? Then, you know, like
You can exploit
right
them.
now, someone, you know, if you were to say like, okay, well, in the knockout rounds, you can either face like Belgium or France, right? You'd obviously take Belgium in like a heartbeat right now. Like I think a lot of it is like,
Right.
you need to have that like aura of like, oh God, this is a team that means business. So yeah.
It's like, as you say, anyone facing France right now are almost thinking they're 1-0 down from the outset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mentality is a
yeah,
big part of it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to face France. Nobody. I mean, we, quite happy to face Senegal from England's point of view. It's like, I had a quick look at the pay. It's
Could
like,
be
right,
worse.
Could be worse. We could be facing the Netherlands, right? So, we'd happily take the game against Senegal. It doesn't carry that mystique. It doesn't carry that, and the Dutch should look very good.
Yeah.
The Dutch should look very good. So, so
Dutch,
I'm going to say Germany need to come out and make a statement. It should be more than 2, but 2 would be.
I feel like that's fair.
That's fair.
I feel like at the same time, although you'd want them to put in that Hollywood performance, it might just be a case of, okay, well, we want a couple goals, but most importantly, let's not really mess this up.
Yeah.
This might be way off.
Spain versus the adopted team of Let's Talk Sports.
Yes, this may be way off on the grounds that, as you just talked about, and he's wearing a Japan hat, and I'm trying.
You're fine, dude. So you go with your gut, Groovy. You go with your gut. That's cool.
But I've only just thought, and as we were just talking about a previous game, these 2 teams could come out of here and go, "Do you want to win this?"
Yeah, Spain don't necessarily have to do anything here, do they?
Yeah, we don't mind not losing.
Well,
if you don't mind not losing.
If Germany and Japan win, then they're done.
If Germany wins,
they need Japan to not get a result. Right?
They need Japan to not get a result. They need Japan to lose, because even if Germany win and Japan get a draw because of the head-to-head, Japan go through. Which is why this suddenly has the "shall we just not lose" mentality between the 2 teams.
Tactical 0-0 incoming.
Tactical nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We won't attack you too much. You don't attack us too much. Let's play lots in the middle.
Cool. It's all love. It's all love. For me, I'm going to go with the shocker. I think Japan's going to win 2-1.
Oh, this has Australia, France vibes all about it. I love it. Oh my God.
This has sticking in it. This has sticking in it.
Listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong, and you guys know I will. But man, I have been almost right so far, and you guys know I have. So
you're going a complete.
For me, I think Japan's got a lot of talent, man. I feel like they're that Cinderella story of the knockouts, and I could see it. I could see it.
Nah, let's do it. Why not?
So,
I'm here for
hang on. So let's work this one out. So Japan win this one, 6 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Spain 4 points. Germany win their game. They're on 4 points.
Who feel like Spain would probably
because of the goal difference, right?
It would be the goal difference. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what it would have to be.
So imagine if
Japan
Germany
top the group.
Imagine if Germany smacked Costa Rica 7-0 like Spain.
Right.
Then what?
Because
penalty shootout.
Well, could they actually? Yeah.
Because would
they go to extra time or no?
I don't. It would be weird because I think it would all work because Germany lost to. Hang on, I'm trying to remember now. So they lost to Japan 2-1, right?
This is
so if Japan win 2-1, Germany wins 7-0, and then the 1-1 draw between Spain and what happens then? How does
viewers bear in mind?
Viewers, please email us in.
Very oddly specific circumstances that will 99.9% sure not happen. But
you never know, right?
Just exploring that possibility, it could.
It could happen because they drew 1-1. So, and if Germany wins 7-0 and they both lost 2-1, does it go on like FIFA coefficient somewhere come into it or something insane? Toss of a coin? That would be mental, wouldn't it?
Is it going to have to be like if they can't decide like a boxing fight in the rounds? They're just going to have judges that are like, I'll give it to
Spain because they
Right.
started better or something.
Yeah, or
And
something
we-
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spain's goals were nicer. We'll give it to them or something. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know, but that could happen
don't
though.
know.
You never know. That's gonna be interesting.
the only thing is you've got to favour Spain because they did put 7 already. You know,
Yeah,
and
they
Germany
did. They
have
but
to win it. But
why not? I reckon we chuck a shock in there. Why not?
I'm in for it. Can you imagine if Japan go 2-0 up early, Germany
Yeah.
know that this is now on. They
Yeah.
then have to go all out
Like
against.
hand. Yeah.
Wow, that would be insane. Anyway, stay tuned.
I'm-
you never know, right?
Yeah,
you gotta
my
love it.
God.
You gotta
I
love
love
it.
it.
Who
I
knows?
love it. I love
Find
it.
out
I
next
can't.
week.
I don't
This is
know.
great.
Find out next week who goes through. Could you imagine
This
if that
is-
all came to light? Nobody
is-
had a clue.
This is good for my cholesterol.
This one, Uruguay have to win this one. They have been disappointing.
Yeah, the fact that they've only got a draw this far, I
Yeah.
think that's a big surprise. Like I'm not thinking like Belgium level of flop, but like that is
Mhm.
surprising.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ghana's going to win this. Ghana is.
It's going
They-
Ghana.
I'm going Ghana because Uruguay hasn't shown me anything.
No,
They haven't
that's
shown
fair.
me anything.
I said the same.
They
about,
have
yeah.
a great team, but like they can't put it together. Ghana has been consistently coming back at the
Mhm.
last 15 minutes of the game. Consistently. They have a
Yeah.
lot of heart. It's going to show at those last.
And that
15
win,
minutes.
that last win that they just got is got to give them
Right.
something, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
but South
Yeah,
Korea
good point.
South Korea should have that corner kick. Just saying. Just saying, But
there's lots.
but
So what are we saying? 2-1, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1.
yeah, I like that.
I can go for 2-1. Yeah.
I'm certainly not sold on Uruguay. They haven't turned up. They have not been good. I mean, I kind of put it
Facts,
down to
Ruby. Facts.
they've got to win this if they want to go anywhere, but they haven't shown anything up to this point to prove that they could. So easily swayed, Yeah.
And
That's all it takes.
I think
all it
that's
takes is
the-
somebody with a vocal point, it's fine. But
It's
yeah,
like
as you
the-
say, Ghana have stuck at it, haven't they?
Yeah, and I think it's like you said about like we said about the just having that aura, I guess, right? Like Uruguay haven't turned up, haven't shown anything this tournament, and Ghana are fresh off a win that has got to do so much for your confidence, like getting a win like that. So I mean, it's a lot of it, Ghana, not that they're going to like get complacent, but they might go into this game thinking like, right, come on, we've already done a better job than them, and Uruguay might have their heads down a bit after those first two games.
Exactly.
And then we have Portugal. Plain sailing for these guys.
God, man, I really want South Korea to win second place or something because I love South Korea. I love Son, and I don't like Portugal. So like it's just But yeah, I can honestly see it either be a tie or I think Portugal might at the end of the second half go up by 2 goals. Like it's Portugal are that good, or they might sit their people out. I don't know. They already got 2 wins.
Right?
Yeah,
got 2 wins.
they've already won
so-
twice, right?
Yeah,
So unless you want to
so-
go like full on assert my
Right.
dominance, they don't necessarily
Yeah,
need
they
to
don't
try
really
that hard
need
this
to,
game.
Yeah, Fernandez will be sat. Ronaldo probably won't play. And
Yeah, exactly.
they'll probably put them away. So
Yeah,
there's a chance for
Right.
South Korea to get
Right.
the win that they need.
right.
But will the rest of the Portuguese team just be enough to hold them?
Right.
Credit where credit's due, to be fair. I was worried that the wheels were going to fall off Portugal massively, obviously with
Yeah, me
everything
too.
that's kind of surrounding them right now, obviously mainly involving the main man. So fair play to
Yeah.
them for
Yeah.
not folding like a lawn chair. I just thought, not that any of the Portuguese team are probably watching this, but I just thought,
You never know. You never
No,
know. They could
you
be
never
big-
know. You
Big,
never
big,
know.
big, big fans there. The big fans of LTS out there in
LTS in Portugal is massive.
That's huge,
Yeah.
huge.
You never
games.
know.
You never
Cuba.
know,
You never
but-
know in Cuba either.
But
Yeah,
you're
you never
right.
know,
I think you were right. I think we were all. I don't know if we were secretly hoping that Portugal would fold. Maybe there was like some sort of.
Oh, I
level of
was.
that because
I was very
Just for the
vocal about it.
storyline, mate.
Just
That's
for the
all I'm,
storyline.
all I'm
Well
here
done.
for. I just
We're
want
here
to
for
watch
the
the
drama,
world
right?
burn.
Yeah,
That's
watch
all
the
it
world
is.
burn. Some people just want to watch the world burn, specifically as long as Ronaldo's
Me
in the
too.
middle of it with his age.
Hands down. I'm very vocal about it.
So yeah, but I just see the Portuguese just being enough to just kind of see this out without too much drama. And as you say, maybe going 2-1 up at the end because South Korea start really going for it and it opens up at the back.
Facts. Cameroon and Brazil. Yeah, I can't see anything.
I'm
there.
struggling
Brazil's
to
gonna
argue
win this.
against that.
Brazil. I mean, Neymar was holding them back anyway, so it's gonna be great. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great. They're too
Two.
stacked. They're too
Yeah.
stacked. It's
It's too much going on, haven't they? They just got too much there. I can't see any.
Yeah, it's like I never.
It might not be 3. It might only be 2-0. But
You never want to write off a team, but it's just hard to. I mean, you know, like Jet said, that team is just stacked, man. Like the weapons they have, like how do you stop them?
Dude, I was watching that last game and I saw their substitutions. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, so it's just unfair sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was watching. I think it was the Australia game, wasn't it? You're watching it in Australia, and it's like then France just went. Yeah, you go off, and then we just bring these guys on. It's just like, oh, come on. You know, you're already 3-1 up at this point, and the Australians are looking across going, damn it, there's like a Champions League winner and whatever else coming on. You're like, oh, that's just... And it's the same with Brazil, isn't it? As you say, there's just stacked from 1 to 23.
So much quality. It's just outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous.
You think they'll start their second string goalkeeper, right? Oh, yeah, that's only Edison, you know. And they'll start their second string forward. Oh, that's a shame. Look.
Oh, my God, I forgot about Edison. He's not even...
That's not even it. Like, they got Ederson and they got... Edison, Allison, and who is their third string guy? I think it's the guy.
Mate, they could chuck Edison in midfield. He doesn't even need to be in goal. They could stick Edison in midfield.
They could play him in sweeper, right? Play Edison in midfield, play Allison as sweeper, and put their third string keeper in to give everyone a bit of a run out.
First ever team to field 11 goalies. I mean, why not?
And we still win 3-0.
Our goalies are just that good. We might not score, but you definitely won't.
You definitely won't either, yeah. But yeah, I can't
find it.
Who's the third string keeper for Brazil?
That's what I'm trying to find right now. I really am.
I want to say
essentially better than England's first choice.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh jeez, they're getting me back to like when it was like when we were kids. Oh come on. So what's the last one?
The last game is the highlight of the round.
I was just thinking that. Well, we've had some cracking games to talk about. That's
Serbia. Oh, dude. These teams are better than people think. Like, Switzerland's good. Serbia's good. It's going to be tight, but I do think Serbia is going to win it in the last 10 minutes of the game. I agree with this. This is a good one. I like this.
But, it could easily see this being 1-1 because it's Switzerland, right?
They come back. They always come back.
They stick around and then, get a goal.
But where are we at with them? Where are we at?
So they've got a win and a loss. So a draw for them is probably good enough.
Yeah.
Because
so Switzerland have less to play for, but like they're not overly comfortable. Like there's still stuff riding on this.
If Serbia win
in the Brazil group,
Serbia win, they win, right? Did they win that second place?
Yeah, because they would have 4 points then. So yes, they would be above Switzerland.
Yeah, it's every 3 points.
Yeah, so I guess if we're assuming that Brazil are going to comfortably, Brazil are through, right? And we're assuming they're going to beat Cameroon. So it's literally it is kind of on this game really.
On this game of second place.
Unless Cameroon do an absolute madness and this game just fizzles out to nothing.
With a Roger Miller magic and Cameroon come out of nowhere or whatever.
But I'm assuming it's going to be between these two for that second spot.
Yeah.
Which means that Serbia have to push it and go for it because
they've got nothing to lose to looking into this game.
Oh, Weverton out of Palermo's. He's 34 years old, but he plays in the Brazil league. But he's still a good goalie.
That's not a bad for your third choice. That's not bad.
Dude.
Somebody you hope and you expect to never get anywhere near the pitch. You'd still even if you did, you'd be like, no problem.
Well,
it's not like he's gonna.
He's won major trophies down there. He's won the Copa Libertadores about twice already in the last 5 years. So doing pretty good.
To be fair, even if Brazil's third string keeper was terrible and they had to rely on him, you look at the team you'd have in front of him and you'd probably still feel fairly.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Right.
I mean, how often is he going to have anything to do? Right?
Exactly. You'd be fairly comfy with whoever you'd have there.
Fairly okay with that. Right. Just double checking.
Okay.
Saturday the 3rd is the first kickoff game of the next round, of the round of 16. Do you want to catch up on Friday and see how badly we've done after the end of Friday's done?
What do you mean, man? We don't do bad. We only get W's.
We only get green. Only green across the top of this.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I am colorblind, to be fair, so I don't know.
Oh, you are? Really?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Red and green really struggle with that. I just see everything as green.
It's all good. So we just won't. Saudi Arabia, Mexico will be very interesting for you.
Yes, yes, it will be.
Hey, fair enough.
And they play on green grass. It's just a nightmare, man. I don't know what's going on.
Forget it. Not happening. Yeah. So
Hey, could be
we
like
good for
Florida.
Friday evening then?
Friday.
Same sort of time?
I think we can make that work.
What time though? I have a bachelor party I'm going to. So what time?
Oi,
So you wanna
oi,
be-
where's my
you want
invite?
you kind of want to be early then, right? Before you go out.
Like
or-
3. If you can do 3.
So what's that? That's
9. That's
8,
9 your
9?
time.
Same as this. Give us. Yeah, this is good
Yeah,
because
same
the,
time.
We can
the
work
last
that, yeah.
games, even better. The last game should have just finished, and
Yep.
we can review and double check that how well
Cool.
we've done.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Friday.
Sticking with the positivity. Sticking with the positivity. How well we've
Let's
done,
go.
and then
Yeah, man.
round into the next round of round 16. What a tasty first game that is, though. Oh,
Oh, there's going to be some
it's going to really
juicy
get fun in
ones.
games.
It's gonna be.
Oh.
This is gonna be. This 16 is gonna be very intense.
There's
And
there's some
breaking
teams
news.
that
Got some breaking news. Pilasek went to the hospital to undergo more tests for abdominal injuries. So
he did throw himself in there, didn't he? I think he
I
got
mean,
a
hey,
straight.
what you
Did he
gotta
get a
do?
stray boot or something? Didn't he?
He
Was it
put
the
his
goalkeeper's
groin on
boot
the
or something?
line
his
for his
groin
country.
abdominal pain. So yeah.
You got to hope that it's just gets a nice rub from a nice nurse and finds it. So obviously it's week 13. Christian Watson's coming back.
I love
It's
it.
all
I
about-
love it, man. Oh, that's awesome.
And on that note, sorry, Dan.
No, man.
He spent so long building up such a good reputation, and then these 3 guys come in.
Let's us loose on it, and everybody's just like, oh.
Hey, Matty, I know what you're saying, man. I always continue to get burned, man. I get it.
It's all good. That's what we're here for. We're here to
We
take
love
the
it.
abuse so that all the other shows can just
Yeah.
crack on as normal.
all the other professional shows
Yeah.
they're doing,
Right.
rain down on us all your ire and all
We
of
just
your-
turn up at some point, make really
That
weird
made my
predictions,
day.
and then just roll with it.
That
Man.
made
Yeah,
my
it's
day.
just
That was
fine.
great.
It's just 3 guys having a laugh. Anyhow, we move on quickly from what we just decided.
Yes.
Gentlemen, again, another 50 minutes of fun and games. I
Always.
shall look forward to getting us wrapped up and doing the same on Friday evening. We're expecting you fully tuxed, though, Italy. If it's a bachelor
What?
party,
If
Got
it's
a
what?
full
Yeah,
tux,
Oh
right?
yeah. Okay.
Full tux
I mean,
or
sure. That's
you're gonna
what
be.
you want.
I can't imagine you're going out in your Japan hat, though, right?
No, I don't know what
No.
I'm gonna do. I don't know. It's my brother-in-law, almost brother-in-law. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might
Maybe
do
a
my
maybe
full
a
jewelry.
cheeky skirt. I could
Could
see
be my
that going
full
on.
jewelry.
You
Could
got a whole
be
big
a
chain.
jersey. I
I
don't know.
reckon you go
I
the
don't
full
know.
gangster look. That's what
You know what? I'll let you guys decide on Friday what I should do.
Oh, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Oh, trust me, I know it's a bad idea. So but that's how much that I don't care. So it's great.
It's fine. We'll send you out in a giant shirt. That's good.
Okay, I'm getting off now.
There's limits, right? There are levels. I can't not go that low.
Bills
Can't
and
go that low.
Giants and Dolphins. I got levels.
Yeah, do you want me to send you some hats? Do you need hats? I can.
Maddie,
I can
I'm
do
warning
hats.
you, bro.
Don't
I know
do this.
you got
Don't go
plenty.
there.
You got so many hats over there. I do too. I have like 50 hats, so I get it.
It's just because you could land a double jet on my forehead, so I need one. Is my problem.
I mean, England. I mean, he's got England. What do you got? What do you have on?
Well, I have a hat that's a lie because my hat says happiness. So there we are. Anyway, on that bombshell,
believe- I
I've been
can't believe you
groovy.
spin
Have a
that
nice
round.
evening. No, I'm joking.
Right.
I can't believe your drop was on that one. A happiness to sign off with.
fine.
It's a good job you weren't wearing that when we talked about the
Hang
previous
tight, guys. I want to
conversation.
talk to you about something. So when we get off live, hang tight. I want to talk to you about
Okay.
something.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Everybody else watching, thanks very much for tuning in. If you have tuned in, if you have tuned in, I do apologize. We'll
Yes,
be back
sorry.
on Friday. Take it easy.